Getting the harder way, Sudden T. Back with another EP. Y'all do your boy a favor. Y'all smash that like button for your boy when you roll on in. I'm here for a good time, not a long time. You know what I mean? So we all know what the biggest fight in boxing is right now. It's Spence versus Bud Crawford, right? So over here on Southern T, I had been saying for a few months now that I don't believe that the fight is going to happen. You know what I mean? We keep getting new date after new date after new date, but it's all starting to sound like, the same type deal. Is all starting to sound like, regurgitated news. So ESPN, put out a report about 2 or 3 weeks ago, right? They got boxing fans, excited again, got us excited, up in arms, happy again about Errol Spence and Terrence Crawford. Now, I was slow to report this news because I, for one, didn't believe it, right? I didn't believe it because, I personally don't believe that this fight is going to happen. And I told y'all how I feel about it. I believe ESPN is running, a campaign, to cover, their own tail. I believe ESPN has a vested interest in this fight, right? I've said that on a number of times. They have a vested interest in their fight, and their vested interest in this fight is to have their not have the competition, which would be, PBC Al Heyman fighter. You know what I mean? Seen as the best fighter in boxing type deal, right? So what I said was I believe that they put out their previous report about Earl and Bud, about the fight being November 19th and Bud Crawford agreeing to all terms and all that. I think they put their previous report out, as a cover up. So if Earl Spence and the PBC team they decided to go elsewhere with a fight, you know, they could paint the picture well. Bud agreed to all the terms, so why would Earl Spence fight somebody else? You know what I mean? Type deal to try to put a smear on the competition, right? And when you compete, right, it ain't nothing wrong with that, right? You're not supposed to allow in the competition, but it ain't nothing, to get the one up on the competition, which is what I believe that they were doing, right? But when they dropped the date, right, when they dropped the news, I had said, if you really look at the news, if you really look at the information that they dropped, if you really look at it on its face, all they said was the same things that had been reported all along. That, Earl and Bud had agreed to some terms, not all terms. They have been negotiated, but they still got to work out a certain amount of details. And when the report dropped for ESPN, that's all that the ESPN report said itself. That they haven't really agreed to nothing. They agreed to material details. And then what I was saying, people didn't pay attention. It didn't say all details. It didn't say what specific details. It said material details. Material details mean important details. Important details to who? You know what I mean? So all the ESPN had did was told us what we already knew. Again, with their news that Earl and Bud had conversations. They agreed to some terms, but not all. But the news broke, oh, well, Bud agreed to terms. People was trying to say that Bud agreed to all terms, and you know what I mean? But my thing is, the reason people aren't transparent is because they want to keep you from knowing exactly what's going on. You know what I mean? I had said this before when they told us this September. Actually, I reported this September 29th date. Right. I got a source. I reported this September 29th date that everybody was looking, into the September 29th date. And then, oh, boom, something ended up popping up, happening then. Then it wasn't September 29th. And then the new day was, November 19th. I said these reports are starting to get, more and more familiar. It's starting to look more and more like a pattern. I don't think that we're going to get a fight. What I think is they go keep telling us we go get a fight so we could keep, interest brewing in the fight so the fighters could keep selling and doing their own things apart from each other. But what I had been saying is I don't think that we're going to get this fight. And now, right? And then you had ESPN come out and say, well, Bud agreed to all terms. Well, the report was that Bud agreed to all terms. And then you had people saying, well, why Earl ain't signed? Earl holding up the fight. If Bud agreed, you got big people with big pages telling you that Earl Spence is holding up the fight. Well, why won't Earl Spence sign? Bud agreed to all terms. You got big pages telling you this shit, right? But then now you got ESPN doubling back on their report. So does that mean that all those big pages that told you, does that mean that all those big pages that told you that, oh, well, Espn was ducking? Espn is now holding up the fight. Well, if we was waiting on him and Bud agreed, then you know what I mean? So due to lingering contract issues, this is what ESPN, this is what the ESPN report said. I'm about to read the ESPN report to you. Exactly. I'm about to read to you exactly what the ESPN report said. It said the matter of fact, I'm gonna play the audio for you. I'm gonna play the audio and I'm gonna roll me up one. The Errol Spence turns Crawford undisputed welterweight championship fight is in jeopardy due to lingering contract issues. Lingering contract issues meaning the issues that been here. It's the same issues. Lingering meaning they always been here. Ain't nothing changed. Is what I was saying. All their report said was the same shit that we already knew in a different package. All they did was put it in a different packaging. Now it's saying that, oh well, now he got to double back on the report because, oh, now you back at lingering issues. Lingering issues meaning the same issues, means nothing has changed, which means that first report was all bullshit, right, Shay Girl? Even in the actual report, right? Even in the actual report, if people had really paid attention to the report, Shay Girl, shout out to my girl Shay Girl. If people had actually really paid attention to it, they would have saw that even in the report it said that Bud had signed. It said they agreed to material terms, and the lawyers had to look over the rest. Even in that report that everybody was saying where Bud signed, he didn't sign. And then I was trying to say, well, Bud agreed to all the terms. Why Earl Spence ain't signed yet? Because Bud ain't signed yet. He agreed to material terms. The ad said material terms. I mean, the report said material terms. Y'all do your boy a favor. Y'all smash that like button right now because YouTube and StreamYard and Facebook, I think they all working against me right now, bro. My Facebook got canceled. You know what I mean? I can't go on other people's StreamYards. I can't even go up on other people's panel. You know what I mean? And they shadow banning me. You know what I mean? They keeping people from coming through. You know what I mean? They trying to cut your boy resources off. My money looking funny, right? I got the same amount of views I always get, but I made $400 less this time than I did last time with the same views. But anyway, I digress. I ain't here for that. But you know what I'm saying? But now listen to what I'm saying. Now ESPN, right? ESPN has doubled back on their report, right? And said now that the fight is in jeopardy. I'm about to let you hear it. Max Kellerman and Mike Collins, I'm about to let you hear it, you know, at their own mouth. So I want you to listen to it.
2 weeks ago, you reported that Terrence Crawford, Errol Spence was close to being made, but we still don't have a deal. What's the latest?
Max, we're getting further away than ever before. It was targeted for November 19th. I am told that if it does happen now, it's going to get pushed into either December or January. And the issue, Max, I am told, is that there are disagreement in the contract over event expenses and basically transparency related to those expenses. Terrence Crawford agreed to take the short end of the split and work off of no guarantee, and he wants to be able to just, you know, have some transparency there related to it, since he's going to be working off of the net revenue. And so far, they have been unable to clear this up. It feels like Al Heyman is holding up the deal right now. He advises Spence. Spence wants it. Crawford wants it. And for Crawford to agree to work off of just a purse split shows you how badly he wants this, in my opinion.
Well, hold on a second. You mean to tell me, because anyone who follows the way of Hollywood or anything, there's no such thing as the net. It's all the growth. I mean, certainly if you don't have oversight of the books, right, approving expenses, or certainly at least knowing where all the money's going.
So basically, right, what I had been saying, right, basically what I had been saying is, right, remember I told y'all earlier, remember, now come on back with me now. Remember, we had this conversation a while ago. Understand, we had this conversation a while ago. Remember, I told y'all which excuse is going to be the best excuse. Is it going to be that the PBC didn't have the money? Y'all remember that conversation? Is it going to be that Bud didn't want it, that Earl didn't want it, right? Is it going to be that the PBC can't afford it, right? Whatever the reason may be, right? Whatever the reason may be, right? What's the familiar pattern right now? Bud Crawford side and the money not being there. It's always a money issue. It was a money issue with Pacquiao. And now it's a money issue with Earl. But the thing is, right? It always been a money issue. Lingering problems. Lingering. It's the same shit. It's the same shit. I told y'all. We had this conversation a while back. Literally, y'all, if y'all been here for a minute, if y'all come here on the regular, man, we already talked about this. It's the competition. We don't want the competition, right? We don't want the competition. ESPN is a competitor of Al Heyman in the PBC. We know this. They don't want to make that fight because they don't want to have, Spence and Al Heyman on the top of the game. My thing is, it's always a money issue when it comes to the biggest fights. But I always got the same as excuse with everyone. What's happening? Yeah, that's what I'm saying. It's always money. And I told y'all what's the best months ago. I said what they gonna try to do is they gonna try to have me argue with you, him argue with him argue with him, them argue with them argue with them. Is there a fault? Is Bud fault? Is PBC fault? Bud want to make the deal. Bud took out this. Bud took that. This, that. He took this. He took that. Right? It's always the money. Right? It's always the money. Now, the same dude who reported that Bud agreed to all terms is now reporting that, oh, well, the fight not going to happen because of Al Heyman. Like, where have y'all heard this before already? Right? But when the news broke, right? When the news broke, what did I say? I said, they don't pay me enough to lie to y'all. That's what I said. It was never like this fight. There was a point in time where I believed this fight was going to happen, right? But then I know it was good, and while then I started to notice a pattern, bro. And I ain't crazy, bro. I'm not gonna let you keep lying to me. This fight is always being pushed back. Oh, it's gonna be this day. Oh, it's gonna be that day. It's gonna be this day. It's gonna be that day. It's gonna be this day. It's gonna be that day. Right? And I'm noticing something. I'm not about to let you keep pulling my leg. Not about to let you keep pulling my leg. Not about to let you keep yanking me around. Now, I noticed something. When this report first dropped, he said Earl and Bud have agreed to material terms. Material terms are important terms. And then in the same report, he said, but nobody has signed nothing. The lawyers got to look over it. And now he coming back this week, right? He said the lawyers got to look over. He said Bud agreed to material terms. So if Bud agreed to terms, how today is there a problem? If Bud agreed to the terms, how is there a problem today? If Bud agreed to terms back then, there should be no problem today. The fight should be made if he agreed to them. The trick is they say material terms. We don't know what material is. Material means important. What are the important terms? What exact terms did he agree with? But now you come back a week later and you say, well, if the fight is falling through, it's not likely to happen. And if it does, it's going to be December or January. Who told y'all that? It's not this hard to make a fight, yo. It's not that hard to make a fight, yo. When people want fights, it's not that hard to make them. It's not. Now it's now. Now it's now it's now it's oh well he ain't now it's he ain't all right. Now it's the PBC. Now it's the PBC and Al Heyman, right? But at first it was Bud agreed to all terms. And I'm gonna read this again. Right? The Earl Spence Terrence Crawford undisputed welterweight fight is in jeopardy due to lingering contract issues. Well, I thought they had agreed to terms. I thought they agreed to the terms. But now it's back to lingering contract issues. That's because it's always been lingering contract issues because one entity in this party was never going to fight this guy. And I tried to tell y'all, bro, this fight's not going to happen. I'd be surprised if Bud Crawford fight again. Let's pay attention. Let's really pay attention to what's going on right now, y'all. Let's really pay attention to what's going on right now. Bud cemented his hand for the Hall of Fame. Bud fought Sean Porter last October. It's damn near going on a year since Bud fought his last fight. It takes 6 years before you're eligible for the Hall of Fame. Bud already got 1 year down. He just needs 5 more years. He needs 5 more years. But anyway, I digress. But like I was never sold that this fight was happening. You know what I mean? November 19th. The last straw for me was in September, right? The last straw for me was in September when they got me excited. Y'all do your boy a favor. Y'all smash that like button for your boy. Y'all smash that like button for your boy. Now they saying if the fight do happen, it's gonna happen in December or it's gonna happen in the fight's not happening. They never wanted the powers that be never wanted this fight to happen, and I'm gonna tell you why. And people go have their reasons and everything, but I'm gonna tell you why. The power that be don't want this fight to happen because they know that will give Al Heyman and PBC another fighter who will be considered the best fighter in the world. He'll be viewed as the best fighter in the world. They've been building Bud Crawford up, number one pound for pound to everybody for the longest. You got all the legends picking Bud and everything like that. Everybody saying Bud go win, right? If Earl Spence is to beat Bud Crawford, that would, and I'm not talking about the money because Floyd made $1 billion, right? But if he would beat Bud Crawford, that would be the first step into putting him into Floyd Mayweather territory. I'm gonna say it again. And yes, Bud has been seen as the number one fighter, right? But he don't have that crossover effect, that Earl Spence has. Earl Spence ain't the biggest fighter around, right? But Earl Spence has that crossover effect, right? He's one of the best selling boxers, in the game today. You can't name me 5 boxes before you get to Earl Spence, 4 or 5 boxes before you get to Earl Spence, and you talking about grossing. Imagine what a Terrence Crawford win would do for Earl Spence. Yes, they've built Terrence Crawford up, but Terrence Crawford, maybe it's region, right? Or whatever. It can't be fight style because he get knockouts, right? Maybe it's the region or whatever. You know what I mean? But Terrence Crawford just ain't had the fans just haven't gravitated to him like, they have a Earl Spence. I could almost say that more fans know Bud Crawford now, because of Earl Spence. You get what I'm saying? What's good, Kane? Appreciate you sliding through this, John BL. Glad you could make it. Pimp. He said, like I said, when EJ posted, then I believe it. BL. That's all I'm saying, BL. All I'm saying is BL. I had been saying this, and you follow through this joint. You be all following through this joint. You be following through this joint, bro. I've been saying this for the longest, right, bro? I'm not finna keep letting these people fool me. Because y'all told me September 29th. I believed it. I told my folks that I'm not finna keep letting y'all have me look crazy, hitting my line with these fake ass dates, Bill. I see the play. The media move is on. They trying They trying to smooth. At first, it was Bud Crawford, my ESPN fighter. You know what I mean? So I want to, downplay Earl and Al. Now, even though Bud gone, they still don't want Al Heyman in the PBC in the opposition to have the best fighter in the world. So I see the media campaign. I see what's going on. What they just tried to do is make it seem like that Bud agreed to everything. The PBC being cheap. They don't want to pay the fighters. Pay the Bud. Pay him what he worth. Pay him his money. You got to pay him. You got money for Canelo. You can pay. That's the thing they want to run. That's the thing that they want to run with. And I've been seeing that shit coming for months. You know what I mean? Which is why people don't like to come through here, because they know I ain't falling for that bullshit. He said Bud did not sign regardless what anybody say. I know. Yeah, facts. BF, in the report, BF, on the same report, motherfucker saying that Bud signed. In the report, it said Bud didn't sign, BF. Swear to God. If you got the report anywhere near you right now, or you got the video where you did the report, or if y'all go back and watch my video, in the same report where it said Bud agreed to all terms, it said he didn't sign. And it didn't say he agreed to all terms. It said he agreed to material terms. Literally in the same report. Bro, I can literally go. Let me see if I can go. Let me see if I can. Hold on. The motherfucker literally said he didn't sign in the report that everybody's saying he signed in. Facts to material terms. That nigga, BF, I've been saying for the longest, bro. BF, I've been saying for the longest, bro. They ain't got no further in negotiations. They ain't got no further in negotiations. I said what all Mike Cott said. He regurgitated the same shit that we already knew, fam. He regurgitated the same shit that we already knew. That man said Earl and Bud agreed to material terms, but nobody signed because the lawyer still got to work out some details. And now you come back this week and say, motherfucking, the fight is in jeopardy due to lingering details. But just last week, motherfucker, you said they agreed to all terms, material terms. They agreed to material terms. Now this week, they didn't make the fight because of lingering details. So that means that's some old shit. Exactly like I was saying. Ain't nothing changed. Lingering means that's some old shit. It's the same old details. It's the same old shit. Ain't nothing new happened. It's the same shit. I bet you he don't. I bet you he don't, Idris. I bet you Crawford don't fight Boots. I put money on it, Idris. Shout out my guy, Idris. King, I'll put money on it. I bet you he don't. I bet you he don't, King. I'll put money on it. Bet you he don't. Yeah, I'm going to have to flame these dudes on this today. Bro, I'm telling you, dog, BL, nothing ever changed. There was nothing ever new. Nothing ever changed. Johnny Q, you been here, Johnny Q. You knew this. You knew this, Johnny Q. You knew this, Johnny Q. Y'all do a boy favor, smash that like, but Johnny Q, what did I tell Johnny Q? When that shit dropped, did I not tell you that material terms, right? Did I not tell you that material terms mean certain terms, mean important terms, right? In the same report where everybody was saying Bud agreed and signed, the exact same report said he didn't sign. Go back and find the last Mike Cop ESPN report, bro. Man, look. The motherfucker said that he didn't sign in the same report. Watch this, y'all. I don't know if this is, but it's one of these two videos, and I'm finna look at both of them. But yeah, bro, in the same video, okay, Johnny Q was here. Just so y'all know, hey, bro. Dog, I said, bro, the report didn't even sound right to me. I said the only reason I'm giving any credibility is because of Ricky, bro. The report did not even sound right to me. You feel me? Hold on. I got the report. I did a video on the report. It's one of these, Johns. I read this shit word for word. I was like, bro, what the fuck is material term? Hold on. Today I'm here with a bit of breaking news. Won't they fight next? You know, who the, you know what I mean, from, you know, the whole situation. But I didn't give I read this shit. Exact date on the date change, but I did state that the fight will most definitely happen. But this is me, you know, saying from you know, beginning the fight at all this year. You know what I mean? Type deal. But I did talk to one of my guys, you know what I mean? One of my guys on the inside. And he said now they're targeting for November. But he also said that this is not, you know, him telling me that it's going to happen. This is. Let me see. They targeting that hoe for November. So it must have been the jump before that one. It has to be anytime, you Let me see. After. It's another one right around. It was a live stream. I read this shit out, bro. I was like, bro, this shit say fucking August 16th. That was August 8th. That's a different. I can't even find that motherfucker. The report, bro. But I read the report though, dog. Like even in the report, matter of fact, I'm finna go to Mike Carpenter's Lionel's page right now. We finna bust this nigga ass up. I got time today, bro. I'm finna go to the exact report that he reported. This man said lingering details right after saying that they agreed in terms. Lingering details is the same old shit, bro. BF, you gotta cook Mike Cop ass, bro. Where that bogus ass report at? Let me go find that bogus ass report. I gotta find this bogus ass report, bro. I gotta find this bogus ass report, bro. I'm finna find this bogus ass report. If it was up to the boxers, it would have happened by now. I don't know. Let me see. I'm finna find this judge, y'all. I got time, bro. Cause I want to read the exact word. So we gotta pay attention to the wording. We gotta pay attention to the wording when these people say this shit to us, though. But what I was saying was like, bro, as soon as this shit broke, here we go. Boom, I found it, y'all. I found it. September 15th. September 15th. Spence Jr. and Terrence Crawford have agreed to all material terms for the fight for undisputed welterweight championship. No signed deal yet, as lawyers clean up legal language. All material terms. What the fuck is material? That mean important to you. What you think is important, right? That means some. They don't mean all. It didn't say all terms. It says material terms, right? Targeted for the 19th. Targeted, not set. Not set. Targeted for the 19th. Sources tell ESPN, motherfucker. I thought you was the ESPN source. Ain't you the ESPN source? No signed deal yet. As lawyers clean up details. Now check out what this motherfucker said today. Today, this motherfucker said, The Earl Spence Terrence Crawford undisputed welterweight championship fight is in jeopardy due to lingering. So did they agree, right? And did they just have to have the lawyers work the contract out? Or are they still, going back and forth on lingering? That means old problems. That means the same. That means the same problem. It's the same problems. You know what I mean? But yeah, Mike Kopp is reporting this. Y'all see the tweet on the thumbnail. Mike Kopp reported this. So you know it's real. I'm just reading the tweets from it. Right? The report today is the Earth, and what Mike Kopp is saying is, right? What Mike Kopp is saying, because I'm gonna be fair with it. Mike Kopp is saying Terrence Crawford is working the short end of the split, isn't being guaranteed money, and will earn a percentage of net revenue in the proposed deal. He wants transparency related to the expenses. And it says ESPN on the issues surrounding Spence Crawford. It's an ESPN story. You are the ESPN story. Why are you doing all this third person shit? Are you reporting this, Mike? Or is somebody else reporting this? Somebody telling you this and you supposed to be the source. Why are you reporting shit that you don't know about? You are not in a position to be reporting from sources, Mike. Aren't you a big enough entity to know this shit? What? So you got a source and you dropped the ESPN, you dropped the story on ESPN that you're not sure about. What? BF. What? Bro. And what they saying is that Bud is basically the picture they painting, right? Which is what I was saying, right? It's PBC fault. They don't want to pay for the fight. They don't got the money. They'll pay for a Canelo fight. They'll pay for a Canelo. You know what I mean? And my thing is, this is ESPN reporting this. How is the guy that's reporting this from ESPN? How the fuck do he got sources? He supposed to be the horse's mouth. I called this shit, y'all. I called this shit like, bro, when that man dropped that report, material terms, bro, all he said was the shit that we already knew, bro. Bro, he basically didn't say nothing. This man wanted clicks. He wanted likes. He wanted something to report to them. And now he on ESPN publicly capping. The man has took his capping to the ESPN platform. I'm finna go read this shit again. Because I know the date now, September 15th. Bruh, listen to this. He literally said in the same tweet that they did not sign this shit, man. And people telling me, listen to the words. Listen to the words. Earl Spence and Terrence Crawford have agreed to all material terms. All material terms. All material terms, right? So 4K, you listening to a guy who told you the fight was agreed to last week, and this week telling you that the fight ain't agreed to because of the same problems. Earl Spence Jr. and Terrence Crawford have agreed to all material terms for the undisputed fight. Targeted for November 19th. Targeted, meaning not set in stone. Targeted for November 19th, not set in stone. All material terms, not all terms, right? Bud Crawford and Earl already told us they was talking. We know they agreed to some terms. We knew that already. Yeah, I know. Yeah. We knew that already. This is the report from Mike Coppinger. They agreed to all material. What? How can you agree to all material terms? Targeted for the 19th. Sources tell ESPN, nigga, you are the ESPN source. So you believe a nigga who reports shit that he not sure about all the time. No signed deal yet. He said right there, no signed deal yet. As lawyers clean up legal language in agreement. The man told you they agreed. The man told you they agreed. And now he telling you that they didn't agree because of lingering issues. So he lied to you right here, bro. He lied to you, fam. When Mike Coppin just said that they agreed to terms, what Spence do? What Spence do? When Mike Coppin just said, when this report broke, what did Spence do? And I ain't finna hold y'all too long, so I'm finna get up out of here. When this report broke, what did Spence do? He told you that shit was capped. Mike Copp told you in the same report that they agreed on that they didn't sign. And now he coming back this week telling you that. And now he coming back this week telling you that, oh, the fight is in jeopardy. Nigga, we knew this fight was in jeopardy. We knew that. We knew that. Bro, this fight in jeopardy. You not telling nobody here nothing we ain't already know. You fool people like 4K. You fool people like him. You not telling nobody in here because we plugged in over here. You're not telling us nothing we didn't already know. We know the fight in jeopardy. We been knew what was going on. We know y'all watch our shit on YouTube and try to clean up shit based off what we saying. We know this, bro. We knew this shit was never happening. We knew it was in jeopardy. It been in jeopardy for the longest. Earl don't got no fight, Bud don't got no fight. Now it's let them negotiate. Now it's back to y'all know it's a pattern. Bud, how long? Bud want to fight Manny Pacquiao too, right? Biggest fight of your career. Bud want to fight Manny Pacquiao. What happened? Had Manny Pacquiao on the dotted line, didn't make the fight happen. Had Manny Pacquiao on the dotted line. What happened? Oh, the money didn't come fast enough. The money wasn't there. The money wasn't right. The money, they didn't want to make the fight. The money, Bomac told the money what. Now with Earl Spence. You have no promotional outlet. They offering you to fight. They offering you the contract. They offering you this shit. And what now? It's the money, huh? It's the money again, right, huh? Right. It's the money, right? So you just want us to believe. You want us to believe. You want us to believe. Right? Watch this. The biggest names that turn. What's good, quick? Appreciate you slide through this thing, quick. Glad you can make the biggest fight that you ever called for in your life. Because the biggest fight in your life you didn't even call for. But the biggest fight that you ever called for in your life. Keith Thurman, Manny Pacquiao, Earl Spence. None of them happened. You had Manny Pacquiao on the dotted line. Didn't happen. You got Earl Spence them right now wanting to fight you. It's a money issue. It's a money issue with Pacquiao. It's always I don't have to fight. You didn't told me this whole time. I don't got to fight him. You literally told me I don't got to fight him. I don't got to fight him. I'm in the Hall of Fame already. I don't need him for my legs. You already told me this. Now all of a sudden, I'm supposed to believe that, goddamn it. Look, y'all. I'm going to let y'all believe what y'all won't believe. I've been telling y'all, I ain't going to keep y'all here too long. I'm going to get out of here right now because I got some shit to do. I'm going to let y'all believe, what y'all want to believe. If you've been here on Southern T, you you already knew what been up. You knew what been up. But the reports now is that the fight is in jeopardy. As if I didn't know that already. I knew that. I've been telling y'all fight ain't gonna happen. I didn't retire Bud. Listen to what I'm saying. When did Bud fight Sean Porter? Somebody tell me when did and Bud. Somebody tell me when. And I'm finna leave on this. Somebody tell me when Bud and Sean Porter fought. Somebody tell me what month last year did they fight in? What month did What month did Bud and Sean Porter fight in real quick before I get up out of here? All right, hold on. What? November last year. Okay, November last year. What month is October? We almost rolling around on it being a year since Bud fought, right? We almost rolling around since it's been a year since that guy fought, right? That guy casted his hand already. He been telling us he could retire. He going to the Hall of Fame. He told us he don't need this fight for his legacy, right? And he ain't had a fight in almost a year. It take you 6 years to be eligible for the Hall of Fame. Take you 6 years to be eligible for the. It takes you 6 years for you to be eligible for the Hall of Fame, right? That man already almost a year down. Almost a year down. But I ain't gonna hold y'all here too long. Mike Coppinger reporting that the fight in jeopardy ain't happening because PBC don't want to pay Bud. Basically, after you get past all this shit he said, he basically saying the PBC don't want to pay Bud. The PBC being cheap. PBC don't get the money. Basically, right? That's what he's saying. Right? So Mike Cobb saying the fight ain't happening because the PBC don't want to pay Bud. But y'all remember Southern T asked y'all a while back, what's gonna be the best excuse? Is Earl scared? Is Bud scared? Do the PBC not get the money? Right? Is Bud being unreasonable? Is the PBC being unreasonable? Y'all remember I asked that question and we had that conversation to try to figure out, what was the best reason? You know what I mean? Because they're going to try to get me to fight you. They're going to try to get you to fight her. They're going to try to get me to fight you. They want this channel reporting this. They're going to pay that channel to report that. They're going to pay that channel to report that. You know what I mean? They go, they want us against each other. All the people who've been reporting that is Earl fight, Earl holding this shit up. Now, I want y'all to see, the same report just came out from the same dude that this fight was agreed to in terms and that all the lawyers had to do was work out a little bit of what they wanted to work out. But now the report is that, it's been the same lingering issues. So was the terms agreed to and did the lawyers had to do was work out some small shit? Or is it the same lingering issues? Y'all got to help me figure out what's really going on here. But I had this conversation a while back. You know what I mean? I just want people to be aware of what's going on. Brother BF said he go cook on this. I ain't going to hold y'all up here too long. You know what I mean? Because I got to get going. But appreciate y'all folks sliding through this. John Skin, the Hardaway Southern T. This ain't the past. This ain't the future. But this the present. That's how we rocking. And I'm out. Love.